Okay, these are going to be our notes for Chapter 10, Stop 2. We're going to be talking about median, mode, and range. So yesterday we talked about mean. Now we're going to talk about median, mode, and range. Okay, median, mode, and range. So the median is also known as the middle. If you think about when you're driving down the road, there's that grassy, like if I drew a picture, so here's the road going this way, and then here's the road going the other way. Well, in the middle, sometimes there's this grassy section. That's called the median, okay? The median is in the middle of the road. It separates the road into two. So the median is the middle of our set of data. The mode is going to be the number that occurs the most. Okay, we can remember that. Mode and most both start with MO. And our range, the range is going to be the highest number minus the lowest number. So it's a range of data from the smallest to the biggest. What's the range? And in order to find the range, we're going to take the highest number and we're going to subtract the lowest number. So these are just little tips to help you remember what is what. That's why I wrote them on this side. Let's flip over and let's actually fill in our notes over here. Okay, so this one again is the median. Okay, we're talking about the median here. The median is the middle number in a set of data. Think of the median in a road. That's the middle of the road. So the middle number in a set of data. Well, in order to figure out what the middle number is, we need to first and foremost put the numbers in numerical order. So we are going to put them in order from least to greatest. Okay, we're going to put them in order from least to greatest. So if I was going to do that, I'm going to come up here and here's my set of numbers. I'm going to look for the smallest one. That would be 10. Okay, and notice I cross it out as I write it. That way I know that I copied this number down, because sometimes you may see this 10 a couple times and there could be 3 or 4 of them. So I want to cross them out as I write them down to make sure that I've accounted for all my numbers. Okay, so 10 comes first, then it looks like 13. Then after that would be 17. Then after that would be 20. After that, there's another 20. Then 22. Then 28. All right, so I know I've used all my numbers and I put them in numerical order from smallest to biggest. After I do that, I'm going to start on the outside numbers and count inwards until I reach the middle. So this is how I like to do that. You can either put your fingers there, and if you move your right finger, you're going to move your left. We're going to move in at the same time until I get to the middle number, which looks like it's 20. I always like to circle my median because that's kind of like a dividing point for me. I'm like, oh, that is the middle of my set of numbers. Another way you could do it would be to check off. So beginning, end, beginning, end, beginning, end. And that gets me to my middle number. Okay? So after you figure out what the middle or median number is, that is your median. And that's all you do to figure out the median. So the middle number here, where the median is 20. So that would be our median. Okay, so our median would be 20. So in order to find the median or the middle number, you need to put them in order, least to greatest, and make sure that whenever you're moving inwards, you're moving at the same time. If you want to put check marks, if you want to use your fingers, if you want to cross it out, beginning in, beginning in, beginning in, until you get down to your last number, that's perfectly fine. Whatever will help you keep yourself organized. The next one we're going to talk about is the mode. Okay, this is the mode. The mode is the number that occurs the most frequently in a set of data. Okay, so there's two ways to do this. This way right here just simply tells us to create a line plot of your data. And if you remember line plots from elementary school, you draw a line and you put your numbers in order, least to greatest, which we've already done up here. So I'm just going to use this because we've already done that. And you write them below the line. So in my set of data, I've got a 10, a 13, a 17, 20, 22, and 28. Now notice I didn't write that 20 down 2 times because when you're doing a line plot, you just put an X above each number for how many times it occurs. So here's a 10. I've got a 13. I've got a 17. I've got 2 20s, so that would be 2 X's. I've got a 22 and a 28. So now that I've graphed my line plot, the mode is going to be the one that occurs the most, so the one with the most X's. So that in this instance would be 20. So 20 is my mode. All right, so the numbers with the tallest line plot or with the most number of X's is your mode. Okay, so my mode would be 20 on this one. Now notice that the mode and the median is the same. That's perfectly okay. It doesn't matter. All right, and the last one we're going to talk about is going to be the range. And the range is the difference. Remember, difference means to subtract. Okay, the difference between the highest and lowest number. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to subtract the lowest number, which in this set of data is 10. We're going to subtract the lowest number from the highest number, which in this set of data is 28. Okay, so to find the range, that would be 28 minus 10. The difference between those two numbers is 18. So the range of data, or the range for this set of data would be 18. So going back and reviewing, remember your mean is the average. That's where you add up all the numbers and then divide by however many you have. The median is the middle. Okay, median is the middle. Think of the median in a road. That's the middle of the road. You're going to have to put your numbers in order, least to greatest, and then count off one by one until you get to the middle. Okay, the mode is the one that occurs the most, or the one you see the most. So you can make a line plot, or you can put them in order and figure out which number occurs the most. That's up to you, however you want to do it. And then the range is going to be the difference between the highest and lowest numbers. So you pick your highest number, and then you subtract your lowest number, and whatever you get is your range. So those are your stop 2 notes.